Gonna lie, I didn't really think much about speaking tonight, so I got about 3 words written down. First off, I'd just like to thank Delta State, especially Coach Kinnison, Coach Batts, my other coaches that I had while I was here. Thanks to the Hall of Fame committee for considering me. Honestly, when actually Jason Miller called me, Coach Kinnison tried to call me, and I didn't answer the phone. I didn't have his number saved in my defense, or I definitely would have. If you played for Coach Kinnison, you're probably going to answer the phone when he calls. But Jason Miller, some of y'all know him as Millhouse. He's a big reason actually why I came to Delta State. I played at ICC the year before I got to ICC, and I knew him personally. He's from Tupelo, and I'm from Saltillo, and he was kind of a big boy, and he came down here and got with Coach Kinnison, and all of a sudden lost a bunch of weight, and he came back to ICC to visit with us my sophomore year, and I couldn't believe how good he looked. And I said, dang, man, what do they got you doing down there? And he said, man, we're working hard. He said, I'm in the best shape of my life. And I thought, well, that sounds like something I'd like to do. And so when Kinnison called, that just kind of a full circle on how I ended up here. I'd like to give a thank you to my family for making the trip, and my best friend, Nathan Murph. Those of y'all that knew me when I was down here, he was right there by me all the time, always there and kind of rooting me on, makes you want to push a little harder. I'd like to thank all my teammates. It's hard to even begin to name them all. They were all good. A lot of them are already in the hall. Judd Thigpen, Craig Newton, Eric Patton, and we talked about Scott Ellison earlier. I really enjoyed playing Delta State. I'm very grateful and thankful for the achievements that I had, but probably the most gratifying, the most satisfying moment of my career at Delta State was not playing. It was the year that I got to see all my teammates win the national championship and see Coach Kinnison and Coach Batts get that ring. That meant a lot more to me probably than any home run or any accolade I could have received. I also want to especially thank my parents. Those of y'all that know me know my family. My dad, Steve Dillard, he played baseball at Ole Miss and went on to play Major League Baseball. And as my whole childhood, as I grew up, he was a minor league baseball coach. And I have an older brother, Jeff, and a younger brother, Tim. And we destroyed minor league baseball facilities all over the Midwest and in the Northeast as I grew up. And we got yelled at some and we got in trouble, but we got to play the game we loved every day. We just got to hang out together. I have to thank my brothers for the player that I was, especially. My older brothers probably had the most extreme work ethic of anybody I'd ever known, and I didn't have much of one, so it kind of evened out. He ended up, I loosened him up, and he made me work hard. Also like to thank my mom. Obviously, she washed a lot of uniforms, drove us to a lot of games. When your dad's a coach, a lot of times mom has to take you to your stuff. He was gone a lot, baseball games and coaching teams, and she was always there for us. And she didn't throw us any batting practice, I don't think. It would have been pretty dangerous, but she did everything else that she could have done. I'd like to thank a lot of the faculty and staff down here. I know 2 of my big supporters as far as the classroom goes and just kind of helped me navigate that was Dr. Cooper Johnson and Dr. Wood. They were always there. They came to a lot of baseball games. They always were big supporters, and I really appreciated what they meant to me during my time down here. One story that I've got to tell about just the way Delta State to me is kind of epitomizes just hearing these guys, the football guys here. We spent a lot of time at the football games, went to a lot of basketball games. well, I saw a lot of these guys right here play some, and it was just the sports family was very close. And I'll never forget Super Regionals. I don't remember what year. While I was here, we put the decks in the outfield, which was a great idea, but probably also a bad idea in some ways. But I remember I believe I was a GA at the time, and I think it was in '04 when we won the national championship. We're getting ready to host a regional, and I think that regional, it rained a lot. And it seemed like we spent a lot of time, Coach, pumping water off the field and all those things. And we were working on the field hours before the game. And you look out there in right field, you hear some trucks pulling up, some guys kind of rowdy. They're carrying sofas. Football players are carrying sofas over their head. I remember 3 or 4 of them carrying sofa over their head up to those decks. And the deck was right above the opposing team's bullpen. And Pete and some of those guys, gave those pitchers a hard time. And really, looking back, I didn't think much about how it actually affected the game at the time. But looking back and knowing how momentum flows and just all of those things, it was a really special thing. It was a memory that I think we talk about all the time when we talk about those days. And that just epitomized to me what Delta State athletics was and what it meant to me and the times that I had down here. I heard Rob talk about brothers, and I think that's how I saw it. The parts that I miss aren't hitting a fastball in the gap or diving and catching the ball. The parts I miss, the bus rides. I think in '03 when we won the GSC conference, we were in a hotel in Millington, Tennessee, which if you've been there, there's not much there. But we were there for 8 days, I think, 7 nights, something like that. Some of the best times I ever had. We got bored. Not everyone had a cell phone during these times, and if it wasn't a smartphone where you keep up with everything and watch everything that was going on. We just hung out, we played cards, we picked on each other, and we just had a good time. The last thing that I'd take from Delta State was just the hard work. And I think Coach Kinnison, he definitely pushed us harder than I had ever been pushed in the sport. But I think that was not just a Kinnison thing. I think that was a Delta State thing. Saw the football guys, they looked just as tired as we did. I saw the basketball girls, they looked as tired as we did. And I think that part is the thing that you can take that applies to everything else. I tell my kids and I tell some of the kids that I help coach that hard work's all you really need. Doesn't matter if you're smart, if you've got a lot of physical talents. If you work hard, especially in today's society, you can achieve pretty much what you want. And that's the challenge I'll leave. Just very grateful, very humbled, very honored. And last of all, just thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. If it hadn't been for people praying for me and the Lord's hand on me, I probably would have not even, wouldn't have made it a minute in this sport. And I just continue to feel blessed and honored. Thank y'all.